Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be on how to airbrush this Gamora cosplay / Halloween look. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get rid of these brow hairs, girl. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab some Elmer's glue and a spoolie and just kind of brush the hairs upwards, just to kind of separate them a little bit so they're not so densely packed. Then I'm going to take my Elmer's glue and really press it into my brows. I want to make sure that this coats the hairs so that they'll go ahead and lay flat for me. And bam! Crazy brows! But they're nice and flat, and that's exactly what we need for this look. Now I'm taking Dinair Camouflage shade Honey Beige and just concealing my brow hairs like so. We just want to diffuse some of that dark color we got going on. Don't worry if you don't cover it all the way in the beginning. There are going to be plenty of layers to go ahead and diffuse them out. Now, once I finish diffusing my brows, of course, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take Dinair Colair Opalescent shade 24 Carat and apply that as a base underneath all of the green makeup we're going to add on top. Now, doing this kind of gives you a little bit more depth and dimension, a little bit more life to the green shade. Then I'm going to take Dinair Electric shade Green and just apply that over the 24 Carat, trying to get as even of a coverage as I can. You know how we do. Okay, now once I feel like I got a nice even layer all over my face and neck, then I'm going to go in with Dinair FX shade Bright Green and just layer that on top. Adding all these different layers, I know it may seem like much, but it's definitely important to these FX looks just because of the need for dimension. You don't want the color to be completely flat, so doing it in layers like this really adds depth to the final look. Next, I'm going to be taking Dinair FX shade Green Olive, and this is going to be the main green color for this look. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over my face and neck, covering the ears as well. You'll start to see this color build as I go along. This is what I mean by adding the layers of color. You'll start to see a little bit more depth, and in the end, it'll definitely look like more of an even coverage. So just stick with it and try to get as even of a coverage as you can. Now when you're done adding layer after layer, you should achieve a rich green like so. Now taking Dinair FX shades Olive Green and Black, I'm just going to go ahead and chisel out my cheekbones like so. Now because I'm keeping this look all airbrush strictly, I'm not going to be adding any of the implants or silicone placements or anything like that. I want to make sure to get my cheekbones as chiseled as I possibly can. Gamora's character has super chiseled cheekbones because they are inserts, so we want to mimic that effect, of course. Then I'm going to go ahead and contour out my nose and chin as well, just to go ahead and slim everything up. Then I'm taking Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Central Park mixed with Dinair Shimmer shade Emerald Green and applying that as a base for my shadow, just all over the lid like so. You want to take this from the inner corner of the lid to the outer V. Then taking Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Central Park, Shimmer shade Emerald Green, and Dinair FX shade Black, I'm just going to go ahead and top that just for a little bit more depth. Once again, taking it from the inner corner and blending it toward the outer V. Don't forget to bring it up toward the brows as well. Then once I have it layered on top of the lid like so, I'm just going to go ahead and take it to the lower lash line just to smoke it out just a bit. And as I'm smoking out the lower lash line, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it to the base of the outer V as well. Next, I'm going to take Dinair Glamour shade Light Coral mixed with Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Hug Me. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the transition crease area. Then taking a mixture of Dinair Colair Opalescent shades Aztec Gold and 24 Carat, I'm going to top the mid lid. And once I have that topped and evenly blended like so, then I'm going to go in and take Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Central Park, Shimmer shade Emerald Green, and FX shade Black, and just kind of round out that outer V and outer corner of the lid. If you notice her original look, it's rounded out toward the outer end of her brow. So I'm just going to go ahead and mimic that effect here. Okay, and once I'm all done with the shadow look, I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. Here I'm using Dinair Glamour shade Jet Black and just lining my lid like so. Just a thin line and then a shorter cat eye end. Not too big of a wing, just a slight one. Then I'm going to go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line all the way through toward the inner corner. Once I'm done with liner, I'm going to take my custom design and cut stencil, and I'm going to go ahead and apply Dinair FX shade Black as a first layer. This is going to be the layer to add dimension, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the stencil like so. Now with her decals, we're going to go ahead and do a few different layers. Trust me, doing it in layers like this adds dimension. Like I said, we're not using special effects products, so we have to create that depth and dimension using the makeup. And this is how we're going to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all the custom cut stencils. I believe there are 6 in total, so I'll go ahead and show you each one of those as we fill in the base shade for the dimension. Filling in these stencils can be a little bit difficult, especially around the higher contours of the face. So you definitely want to make sure that you're using a thin enough stencil paper just so that it bends easily and you don't get so much, I guess, of the stencil sticking up and creating a thicker line than you want. Now, even though it is a little bit more difficult to do on yourself, it absolutely can be done with just a little bit of patience. So take your time, and I promise you it'll all look beautiful in the end. Then I'm just going to finish off the last 2 decals using Dinair Glamour shade Jet Black. And all of my decals are set in place like so. Then for the next layer of the decal, we're going to take Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Glitz and Glam. Any deeper gray shade will work as long as it has some shimmer, and I like this one because it has some metallic to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and top all of the decals. Then for the final layer of the decals, we're going to go ahead and take Dinair Shimmer shade Light Silver and just top that over. Now the glitter is a little bit larger in this shade, so it'll really make it pop when the light hits, and that's what we want as far as dimension. Now it's time for the lips, so I'm using Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Central Park mixed with shimmer shade Emerald Green and some FX Black, and I'm just applying my lip color like so. Then, now that I have my face done, I applied Mary Kay Lash Love Mascara and Tokio lashes. And then now, as you can see at my hairline, I have a little bit of a space there, so we're going to go ahead and take Dinair FX shade Olive Green and just fill that in like so. Just kind of moving the baby hairs out of the way. And voila! So I did already go ahead and airbrush some of my hair just to go ahead and show you a little bit of a difference here. Now on this side of my hair, I used a base of FX white, so that is an option for you if you want a more vibrant color if you have dark hair like me. And then on this side, I just went in and sprayed the color straight to my hair. So the choice is yours. You can either do FX white or just straight up. It's all on you, girl. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick how I went and sprayed my hair. And I just took a tissue like so. Now luckily, Gamora's hair color doesn't go all the way to the root. So this is definitely something you can do if you're doing it on yourself. Once again, it's going to be easier if you're doing it on someone else. So just taking a mixture of Dinair Colair Opalescent shade Shocking and FX Pink. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to my hair like so. As you can see, the shade is very pink, but applied it to my dark hair, it looks more purple. If you want it to look more pink, like I said, maybe go ahead and do the white base version. I just find that this version looks a little bit more natural because the shimmers are in it, and I kind of like the effect a little bit more. So even though it's purple, it's all good, girl. And this is it. So you just want to go ahead and lay it on and then add some more to your hair like I did if you want it just to pop just a little bit more. And I think that looks good. I think I like this. We're gonna go with this one. Yeah. And this is the finished look. Guardians of the Galaxy Gamora cosplay / Halloween tutorial. Hopefully you guys like this tutorial and hopefully you're inspired to go ahead and give it a try. Dinair is an amazing brand that offers so many colors. I mean, you can really unleash your creativity. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe for more.